Hey there Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly tarot reading for April 17th to the 23rd. Let's jump on in, Saggy, and see what may be on the cards for you. And it's your minor arcana, the Knight of Wands, in the pursuit of new adventures, moving forward, moving on, really wanting to be lit up and move towards new potential or passion. That is the Knight of Wands. Now, it could also mean that a new messenger of opportunity may be coming in for you, Sagittarius. So let's see. And it might be also that with your, when a sign's major or minor arcana come through, there's some action for you to take here. Five of Swords. Okay. There is a conflict about where you are right now. The Five of Swords is really asking you, Sag, where are you putting your energy? What are you fighting for here? Now, you might be engaged in a conflict situation or feeling conflicted about your next move. The Five is all about an important point of change, and it really asks you to assess, is this worth staying and fighting for, or should I be that Knight of Wands that I am naturally and move on to where I will get my needs met, move on to where I will achieve that growth, okay? Because the Five of Swords is really talking about no clear winners by staying in this situation. It's really about knowing when to move away, because the Six of Pentacles says to me that you're not receiving the results that you'd hoped for in this situation. Now, you might be dealing with somebody who's controlling those outcomes. So if this is in work or career for you, maybe, somebody's controlling workload, responsibility, not giving you the pay, the promotion, even though it's been promised, that kind of thing. If this is in romance for you or a relationship, could be somebody who controls the amount of love they give you, the amount of emotional connection or intimacy, and you're sort of left, never really having your cup filled. So that's put you in that kind of conflict state and feeling unsure. And I feel that there's some action for you to take, Sagittarius, to turn the tables in the situation. So let's get your cards out, Sag, but to let you know if you'd like a personal reading or healing, the first link below will pop you over to my website to check those out. Grab my free Learn Tarot Quick Guide linked below to start reading the cards. And to take things further with your tarot journey, my paid offering is the Initiation. Now that is an immersive online course where I teach a full foundation in tarot, as well as my signature reading process. Getting distracted. Okay, join me on Instagram if you would like daily readings, and also I do put the shout out on my story regularly for small mini personal readings, so you have to be there. Look for the blue ticked account though, that is my official one, so you know you're not dealing with a scammer. Let's get these cards out, Sag. See you in just a moment. Saggy, well, these are your cards. Interestingly, your major arcana has showed up as well. Temperance, at the heart of the reading as well. So Temperance, Saggy, is an interesting energy. It talks about when conditions are just right. If we think about the process of tempering chocolate, and that is heating it to that perfect temperature so that when we set it and cool it, it stays glossy and it gives you that perfect snap when you break it. So this feels like there is this sweet spot for change here for you, where you can get that perfect result, where stars may literally be aligning for you and it's time to take some action. Now the Temperance energy, I'll have to also say, is what comes after the tower, not the tower, it comes after the Death card in the sequence of the major arcana, okay? So it's really about the rebalancing and the healing after some kind of release or ending. So I think you're feeling conflicted in this situation and you're wondering, do I end this situation? Do I walk away, or do I stay here and plant new seeds? Do I stay here and try and keep fighting for it? Okay. So I just sense here with the Page of Cups that there is a new opportunity coming through for you. The universe is saying it's perfect timing. It's the sweet spot for the sliding doors, for moving towards a new path. We see a new path emerging in the Temperance card. and the sun energy indicating a positive new beginning here. But at the moment, there's a little bit of patience in finding that sweet spot for you to make that transition. That's what I'm feeling. So in the top row, we've got the King of Wands, King of Cups, and then we've got the Knight of Pentacles in the middle. And it's interesting because I see that you are the Fire King here. You are the King of Wands. And then we have another party, which could be a partner, or it could be the employer that you work for, and you're looking in different directions. So you're definitely not seeing eye to eye in this situation with the key player or the other person, and it feels like you're getting further away from each other. So you're waiting for the sweet spot or the perfect timing to transition on. Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy says it's important to be planned and prepared here, because there might be some pieces that need to fall in place for you to initiate this ending. That might be, I need another job to go to, I need another house to go to, or home. I need some savings behind me. So this is your indication to start taking the steps towards releasing yourself from the situation. And the King of Cups is the Scorpio energy, which links to the death energy. So I feel that this is indicative of moving towards that ending and staying emotionally balanced while you quietly put the plan in place behind the scenes, and then you can unleash your plan. The King of Cups is this energy where when it was good, it was really, really good and it worked for an amount of time. But when it starts becoming unbalanced, this situation or this person, it becomes the toxin. It becomes the Scorpion's toxin for you. So I feel like you're at that point where it's moved into that place, and it's time for you to recognize that and stop fighting for something that's actually not working for you, so that you can, move through. When we talked about that sliding door, it's like there's just this little opening for you to move through. Now, I think you are worried about ending up in Five of Pentacles. Now, that would be somebody who needs to make this transition without the plan in place, without the house to go to, without a new job to go to, without that backup plan, okay? The way to mitigate this is through the Knight of Pentacles. Put the steps in place, break down the milestones, make that action plan, and, therefore you won't end up out on your own here, or exposed financially, or whatever it is for you. And yes, there might be momentarily a little bit of a back step, but I see that you're going to go, 3 steps forward. You're actually going to connect with your next destined part on your path when the star comes into the reading. Now, that thing that you needed, that peace, in order to make this transition is coming. But again, you need to be seeking it through your plan, so the universe knows to bring it in. The Page of Cups is definitely a very happy, unexpected outcome here. It really can be, a surprise energy of things actually ending up better than you really had planned. So it can also be an unexpected new direction. So I feel that you're going to be moving on. Remember, the first card out was your Minor Arcana, someone who's getting out of dodge and moving on, holding the Ace of Wands, new potential and inspired new beginning. And I think that when you least expect it, there's going to be that doorway show up, and you're going to go, you know what, I am jumping. But begin planning and looking so that you'll see the doorway, okay? So Page of Cups is here. It is a joyful energy. It is a beautiful energy of moving in an unexpected new direction. So the next thing that you move on to could be quite different from where you are now. So you need to stay open, Sagittarius, to things or people that come packaged differently from what you think you want or expect. Four of Pentacles, this is the energy to watch, and this is the holding on. It's like, I can't let go, maybe I should fight a little bit longer, or is it the right time? Remember, Temperance says you're at the sweet spot. So yes, it feels vulnerable and you're stepping into the unknown, but in the situation that you're in, there's this feeling that you're not being valued. You're not being valued for who you are, and you're worth so much more. But you'll need to make that transition to move towards the new energy. Aries energy with the Queen of Wands says that this month in April is the perfect time to start putting that plan in place or take the steps. Stay determined to follow the new potential led by your instincts, because that potential is the star. There is a real, shift towards your next destined point on the timeline of your life available here. So the star is here, and it's an energy of stepping into your vulnerability to meet your destiny. And it also talks about healing and rebalancing. So does your Temperance energy. After what could be quite a challenging shift for you, feel like you will reground, and you are being guided. You're being guided and you feel it. So this reading is your confirmation to take the action in alignment with that. And if you are looking for a new home, work opportunity, or something that's the piece that you need to say, yeah, I'm doing this, this can be an energy of being noticed, of standing out, so that you can have that ready. Beautiful energy. I love the star. It talks about rebirth and everything coming back into balance in your life after a shift. So Sagittarius, let's grab a Moonology card to close this out. And I've got communication is the key, and this is the new moon in Gemini. So, there'll come the point where you'll need to actually communicate this plan. Otherwise, it just remains latent potential, right? It's just something that you know about. So keep the lines of communication open as the time is right. And a fiery climax approaches. Well, this is the Aries energy. I feel that the plan is going to mitigate this for you, because this feels like Tower energy for me, right? The real Mars energy of destruction. But you have the ability to dismantle this tower piece by piece by having a plan in place, being prepared, taking the steps, and working with the sweet spot that Temperance says is here for you. But there's still a little bit of patience needed as well. And yes, things are coming to a head, but they can come to a controlled transition rather than a fiery climax. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope this gave you some clarity, guidance, and insight. I, of course, am always cheering you on and wishing you so much love and magic. Do take care. Bye for now.